Donald Miller, Building a Story Brand. Clarify your message so customers will listen. Welcome to the summary of Building a Story Brand. Clarify your message so customers will listen by Donald Miller. In this engaging read, you will learn about the importance of crafting a clear, captivating brand message and utilizing the power of storytelling to catch potential customers' attention. The book introduces the StoryBrand 7-part framework, SB7 framework, which helps organize your message into a compelling story that resonates with your target audience. Drawing inspiration from psychology and storytelling principles, this summary will help you understand how to leverage essential human needs, create a customer-centric narrative, and ultimately boost your brand's success.
Harness Prose power for sales. Boost your sales by crafting a clear and concise message that communicates who you are, what you do, and why customers should choose your brand. To achieve this, consider addressing your customers' survival-based needs, as identified by psychologist Abraham Maslow. Creating a message that targets those needs will help your audience understand the value of your product, and it will be key to attracting and retaining customers. It's not enough to simply have a visually attractive website to increase sales. The secret to turning visitors into customers lies in the power of well-crafted language. Your message should leave no room for confusion and effectively convey three key aspects: who you are, your mission, and why customers should pick your brand over competitors. A confusing message will only lead potential clients to seek alternatives. For example, if you own a painting business, even the most appealing website won't matter if people can't tell that you specialize in painting houses. To create the perfect message, it's critical to consider your customers' needs as they relate to survival. Ask yourself how your product or service will help them survive and prosper. One approach to understanding these needs is through psychologist Abraham Maslow's hierarchy: food and drink, safety and shelter, companionship, friends and reproduction, and higher needs such as psychological and spiritual fulfillment. By targeting these fundamental needs in your message, you'll better connect with customers and encourage them to choose your brand. Most people desire acceptance, a partner, and a sense of belonging. On top of that, everyone requires sustenance to survive. Using this knowledge to illustrate how your product addresses these needs will resonate with your audience, helping them see the value in your offerings. Returning to the house painting example, focus your message on aspects like enhancing your customers' social lives by making their homes more inviting for friends, which caters to the need for companionship and belonging. Remember, a well-crafted message that addresses people's survival-based needs will create a big impact on turning website visitors into loyal customers. Hooked by compelling stories. Imagine time effortlessly passing as you become fully absorbed in a captivating novel or movie, such as the power of a well-told story. Unlike disorganized information we encounter daily, stories possess structure and follow recognizable patterns. It's these elements that keep our attention and make them memorable. The StoryBrand 7-part framework, SB7, capitalizes on the potency of storytelling by introducing essential components for creating stories that stick. Comprised of character, problem, guide, plan, calls to action, failure, and success, the SB7 helps you craft a message that captures and retains your audience's attention like an unforgettable melody. Have you experienced the magnetic pull of an engaging story? How it wholly captivates you, causing hours to feel like mere minutes. This is because an effective story seizes our attention and refuses to let go, leaving a lasting impression on us. What sets a compelling story apart from the chaotic blend of tweets, news feeds, videos, and comments we consume daily is its organized structure. We not only enjoy listening to stories but also remember them with ease due to such organization. Consider the art of storytelling akin to a melody. Passing noises like car honks and bird chirps are easily forgotten, whereas music remains in our minds due to its adherence to rules and recognizable patterns. To create a message that is as catchy as a melody, turn it into a story by employing the StoryBrand 7-part framework, SB7. This framework harnesses the strength of storytelling through 7 essential modules: character, problem, guide, plan, calls to action, failure, and success. In brief, a character desires something but faces an obstacle, creating a problem. As the character despairs, a guide materializes, offering a plan and urging the character to act. Overcoming failure, the character ultimately attains the initial desire, achieving success. This simple arc embodies the essence of a story that will engage your audience, forming a StoryBrand brand script. With this blueprint in hand, you're prepared to captivate your customers and hold their attention firmly. Now, let's embark on this journey by exploring the first SB7 module. Embrace the customer-centered story. Unforgettable tales star heroes like Luke Skywalker and Frodo, but for your brand story, the hero is your customer. Focus on satisfying their needs and desires to anchor your product in their minds. Avoid sharing self-serving details or numerous services, pinpoint a specific desire and cater to it. Transform your message and offer precisely what customers seek, like a luxury resort that remade itself to emphasize relaxation rather than its own glamour. Every great story showcases a hero, from Star Wars Luke Skywalker to the Lord of the Rings Frodo. Yet, in your brand story, the hero isn't you, it's the customer. Center your narrative around customer needs and wants, this way, they'll remember your story, and by extension, your product when it suits them. Take, for instance, a luxury resort that neglected to emphasize its customers. Instead, they presented photos of the front desk and restaurant alongside a lengthy, vague origin story on their website. Realization dawned when they discovered customers simply craved relaxation. The transformation was remarkable. The site was revamped, showcasing inviting baths, massages, and tasteful details while trimming the story to focus on relaxation and luxury. Remember, an effective brand story hinges on the customer. Engage your audience by tailoring your message to a specific desire, rather than overwhelming them with excessive, self-centered information. Conquer villains, win customers. In marketing your products or services, cast your customers' problems as villains they need to overcome. Address both external and internal issues they face and show them how your offerings are the solutions they need to vanquish their foes. Everyone loves a good story, the kind where a hero triumphs over a menacing villain. That's why, when introducing your product or service, it's important to paint the struggles your customers face as the adversaries they need to conquer for a successful and happy life. By doing so, you'll engage them and demonstrate your understanding. Take, for example, a time management app. In this case, the villains are the distractions that users must battle to maintain a well-organized schedule. By emphasizing how your app helps them fight off these time-stealing enemies, you effectively highlight the benefits of your product in a way that resonates with your customers. But remember, not all villains are external. It's crucial to address the internal problems customers are grappling with, such as feelings of inadequacy or frustration. Striving to solve these internal challenges can be the real driving force behind customers' purchasing decisions. Consider a house painter who offers exterior painting services. While the primary focus of their work involves improving the outward appearance of homes, they must recognize that many clients are also dealing with internal struggles, like embarrassment over having an unsightly facade. Tapping into these feelings by promising to alleviate that shame can be just the incentive clients need to choose your services over your competitors. In conclusion, to make your product or service more appealing, remember to cast your customers' problems as the villains they need to defeat. Don't be afraid to delve into their internal struggles and demonstrate how your offerings are the solutions to their battles. When you do this, you'll not only win over your customers, but also help them emerge victorious in their own stories. Unleash the guide within. In many stories, heroes face significant challenges and find themselves in desperate situations. They ultimately come across a guide who imparts wisdom and support, setting them back on the right track. In your brand's story, your company takes on the role of the guide, helping customers overcome their problems. To effectively play this role, you must exhibit empathy and authority. Empathy demonstrates that your company understands its customers and fosters trust. Authority, on the other hand, highlights the company's competence and track record of success. By embodying these values, your company can help customers emerge triumphant in their unique quests. Invaluable life lessons often come from exceptional guides. Whether it's Luke Skywalker learning from Yoda or Frodo seeking guidance from Gandalf, these mentors inspire transformation and growth. Such guides come in various forms, ranging from a motivating football coach to a visionary business leader. In your brand story, your company acts as the guide, assisting customers in overcoming life's challenges. To successfully embody the role of a guide, your company must exude empathy and authority. Empathy is crucial in understanding your customers' struggles and frustrations, laying the foundation for trust. Looking out for genuine interest in their well-being helps build a lasting relationship that makes your guidance more effective. Meanwhile, authority stems from displaying competence, instilling confidence among your customers. Establishing authority doesn't require an intimidating demeanor, rather, it's about demonstrating your capabilities. The marketing company Infusionsoft showcases its authority by highlighting the satisfaction of its 125,000 users and listing the awards its software has received. By combining numerical evidence with testimonials, the company establishes credibility. In conclusion, embracing the roles of empathy and authority is essential in positioning your company as a unique guide in your brand story. By doing so, you pave the way for customers to trust you, overcome their obstacles, and achieve success on their personal journeys. Crossing the purchase creek. To propel potential customers from considering a purchase to actually buying your product, you must make the process accessible and comfortable, like placing stepping stones across a creek. Provide clear instructions or make the purchase completely risk-free. Process plans that show customers how to buy or use a product reduce confusion and promote retention. Agreement plans, on the other hand, address customers' fears with reassuring guarantees, making them feel secure in trying out your product. Customers may trust your expertise, but that doesn't guarantee they'll commit to purchasing your product. Imagine individuals considering buying from you are like people standing at the edge of a creek, hesitant to cross without a bridge. Your job is to place stepping stones in the water that they can hop across. These stones form your plan, which can take the shape of a process plan or an agreement plan. A process plan guides customers through purchasing or using your product, reducing the risk of confusion and enhancing the likelihood of retaining their business. For example, if you run a website selling storage systems, and a potential customer is uncertain if the system will fit their garage or if they can assemble it themselves, create a clear plan explaining the steps necessary to buy and install the system successfully. By doing so, customers will feel more at ease about the process. On the other hand, an agreement plan focuses on eradicating a potential buyer's fears. By offering customers an assurance that their needs will be met, you make them feel more comfortable committing to your product. CarMax, a used car dealer, had to find a way to assuage customers' concerns about negotiating with aggressive salespeople. So, they made two guarantees: no haggling and the assurance that every customer would leave with a vehicle that met their expectations. By creating plans that facilitate and simplify the purchasing process, you can help clients cross that creek and trust in their buying decisions. Ignite consumer action. Spark customer engagement by incorporating effective calls to action in your marketing strategy. Stand out from the crowd of daily advertisements by utilizing direct and transitional calls to action. Direct calls, like prominently displayed "Buy Now" buttons, encourage immediate purchases. Alternatively, transitional calls focus on nurturing a relationship with potential customers by offering valuable freebies, increasing the likelihood of future sales. With the constant bombardment of around 3,000 advertisements daily, it's crucial to stand out and prompt your customers to act. Timidity won't help your cause; instead, be bold and clear. Employ the power of direct calls to action, such as "Get It Now" or "Register" buttons, on various locations of your website to increase customer engagement and sales. However, not every customer is ready to make a purchase right away. Ensure that these individuals don't forget about your product or service by using transitional calls to action. Offer something valuable and memorable, such as webinars or informative PDFs, to maintain a friendly relationship with them. These nurturing gestures will keep your business in the forefront of their minds, increasing the chances of turning potential customers into loyal ones. Fear of failure, a buying catalyst. The secret to keeping an audience engaged in a story is creating suspense about the outcome, especially the possibility of an unhappy ending. This fear of failure is also present in people's purchasing decisions. Daniel Kahneman's work in behavioral economics has demonstrated that the dissatisfaction people feel after a loss is greater than the satisfaction they feel after a gain. This insight can be applied to how you present your brand story. Emphasizing the disadvantages of not purchasing your product or service can be a powerful way to drive sales. No matter the industry, potential customers would be more inclined to choose your business if they understand that your offerings will help them avoid potential losses, as well as set them apart from less reliable competitors. By leveraging this fear of failure, you can significantly increase the likelihood of attracting clients and ensuring success. Crafting irresistible success stories. To captivate your customers, connect your product to a compelling narrative that offers an enticing happy ending. Achieve this by focusing on 3 key strategies: elevating their status, promising completeness, and encouraging self-acceptance and personal growth. Using these tactics, you'll not only sell your products, but also inspire people to strive for their version of success. Stories grip our attention when there's an exciting happy ending in sight. To captivate your customers with a narrative and convince them to make a purchase, build your brand around the ultimate happy ending: success. For instance, Nike's brand goes beyond athletic gear and offers a lifestyle filled with inspiration, drive, and triumph. So, what are the 3 strategies to create an alluring vision for your customers? First, focus on increasing status. When a brand or product represents elevated status, it becomes more desirable. Offer your consumers something exclusive, like a premium membership with added perks, to enhance their social standing. Secondly, ensure your product symbolizes completeness. The allure of a happy ending comes from the sense of fulfillment it offers. Your product should make your customers' lives more complete, regardless of how seemingly small it might be. For example, with dish soap, emphasize how essential cleanliness is for creating a fulfilling life. Lastly, concentrate on self-acceptance and the pursuit of personal potential. Help customers embrace who they are through inclusive marketing campaigns. American Eagle, for example, opted for ads featuring regular individuals with all their distinguishing marks, challenging the notion of perfection and promoting greater self-acceptance among potential customers. By incorporating these 3 strategies into your brand narrative, you create a powerful vision of success that your customers will want to be a part of. This approach not only sells your product but also fosters a sense of aspiration, inspiring people to reach for their own version of a happy ending.
As we conclude our journey through building a story brand, we now have a comprehensive understanding of the importance of a clear, customer-oriented brand message. By employing the SB7 framework, you can craft a captivating story that portrays your customer as the hero, with your product as the solution to their problems, and your brand as the wise guide. Focus on addressing your customers' survival-related needs and desires, solving their problems, and guiding them toward success. Utilize calls to action and highlight potential failures to drive home the value of choosing your product or service. By applying these principles, you will not only distinguish your brand from the competition but also foster lasting customer relationships and improve your overall business performance.